Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do a video on training in small spaces. A large training hall can be a luxury that we maybe don't have. We maybe have a small apartment, a small outside space, so we don't have room to do extended forms and large movements, and we still need to maintain our practice. So we're going to begin by performing the first movement of Sambo Jin, several of the first forms. This is going to open and close the rib cage, give us an ability to work our ribs in a tight space, get the spinal alignment moving backwards and forwards, and help with our power generation. So we're going to begin by gripping the floor, closing our body, shutting our hips up and closing our spine, the same as Sambo Jin. And we're going to maintain the tension in our sphincter and our stance down the center line of our body, and we're going to open against that tension, feeling the stretch from our groin as we raise our sternum. Our sternum comes up and we take our first position. We immediately sink from where we felt the stretch. We try and pull downward on our sternum with that ligament down the central power line, shutting our ribs, closing our rib cage and pushing down the body with our arms. As we reach a point where we feel our tendons begin to lock, we release our force and shoot forward. As we shoot forward, we re-grab and lock again. From this stretched out position, we draw our arms up, elbows coming outward, resisting the raising of our sternum and feeling the stretch along this ligament as we come up to this position. Elbows out, trying to fight to keep our ribs closed. We then sink our sternum back, pushing our spine out, pushing our back as we turn, sinking our chest, bringing our arms forward and sinking our back of our hands, palms to the sky, forward, hanging our arms, feeling the weight of our arms, and then turning our little fingers up as we run along our rib cage with our forearm bones, opening our sternum and closing our kidneys. And as we get to the back, we try and stretch our sternum up as far as it will go, forcing our arms further back than is comfortable. From this position, we then close the sternum. As we close the sternum, it turns our elbows. We continue closing, coming around our body, not touching, pushing our spine back, sinking forward into our hanging chest position. We then close our ribs and come back up, maintaining tension down the center line from our solar plexus down to our groin. And we come up, covering the head. We then close our ribs and we sink, crushing down as per first form. Pushing down, again feeling the ribs lock and releasing our tension, striking forward, and as we reach our extended position, relocking our stance, relocking ourselves. But then instead of coming up to halfway, as we would in Sambo Jin or in our forms, we pull back up, feeling the tension in the midsection, and we come to the elbow hanging position. Then we then sink our back, and we repeat this, cycling through these positions, maybe 10 cycles, opening and closing our ribs, feeling our body working, feeling the tension from our pelvis to our sternum, up through our rib cage, down our back through our kidneys as we push our elbows back, and we feel the working of our torso, which is where our power is going to come from. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to be stood upright, not in a stance, and we're going to draw our rear foot back, taking a stance, raising our arms, sinking our spine as we step from a relaxed position, step to a stance. Yeah, drawing your back foot back, so if you're talking, you're not engaged, and somebody engages with you, you draw back into your stance and build your structure. Get used to coming to your structure. So we step back, structure. And we do this, we get used to this, we make it a intrinsic reaction to being disturbed. Take our structure, close our ribs. So we draw our rear foot back, structure, ribs. Then we do this again 9 or 10 times, practicing, so it becomes an easy action to do. Draw our rear foot back. As our rear foot comes back, our pelvis comes up, our ribs sink down on it, our spine sinks, our elbows come up, and we cover. Then same action, but this time we step forward, pushing our front foot forward and grip the floor. As we step forward, our pelvis comes up, our ribs come down, our elbows come out. We go back to our normal stance. Step and grip the floor. Back. Step and grip the floor. So one is stepping back, giving you slightly more distance. If somebody grabs you, maybe you elongate their arms. If somebody strikes in, maybe as you deflect their arm, you step forward into their space. So this gives you options done with a single step from a standing point. So if you have a small space, you can practice engage, disengage, engage, disengage, and practice this going from a normal relaxed position very quickly to a closed ribbed rooted stance in a single step. Try and make it like a flinch reaction. So you're standing, paying no attention, talking, a hand comes into your field of vision, we engage our whole body in a flinch reaction, pa! Take control of that arm. If it's close to us, we step back, ta! Take control of the arm. Remember, this should be a spine rib cage movement. You move your center of mass from your pelvis, not from your feet. So push your pelvis back and then catch yourself with your feet, grip the floor. Move your pelvis forward, catch yourself, grip. Consolidate your stance on the floor. Make this a flinch reaction so you can train it very quickly. Now, building on from this, so we're in our normal stance, we step back, bridge, pull down and punch. We make it a very quick reaction. Once we've bridged, we can decide on a punch or a hammer fist or attacking with any of our attacks. But the first thing is we need to get our body into an alignment. We need to have our bridge up and then be able to work from that bridge with whatever techniques we want to apply. So we stood in our stance, we move forward into our stance and bridge with our front hand. Any arm coming in, we jam with our forearm bone. Pat down and hammer fist. Step back to our stance. Get used to moving very quickly. Stance and bridge, pat and hammer fist. Step back. Stance and bridge, step, pat and hammer fist. Step back. So that you can practice, engage, pat, hammer fist. Where we want to move from there, depending on what happens to our opponent or what kind of opportunities are presented to us. So maybe we hammer fist and palm, maybe we hammer fist and pull, depending on what the situation requires. But we practice this initial engagement, the stepping with our stance and bridging, covering and hammer fisting down, making a second nature, a reflex type action. Same kind of action, standing in a normal fist, drawing back, bridging, patting down and hammer fisting. This will allow us to have a appropriate reaction when attacked or aggressed with something coming in. We bridge. We move to our stance, we move back, or we move forward and we bridge. From this position we can cover and move, cover and hit in various types of manners, pulling and striking with our elbows, various of our fighting maneuvers, but the initial engagement coming from a normal stance to a stance and a solid bridge, then moving in. So this is something that we can practice in a very small area, allowing us to build our reaction speed and our ability to engage. The next thing we're going to do is a short step. So we're going to take a stance, we're going to grip the floor, and we're going to move our front foot maybe a ½ inch to an inch forward from our toe. One, bring our rear foot up and we grip the floor. So a very, very short step, but can be done very, very quickly. So we raise our front foot and we push our pelvis forward. Boom! Very quickly. Land with our rear foot and we grip the floor, practicing our very short, very quick step. We then move our rear foot, pushing off our front toe, very short distance, and we see how quickly we can cover an inch of distance, enough to make a fist miss us or miss the edge. Boom. So we move very quickly, rear foot, front foot, boom. Moving back one. We grip the floor, consolidate our stance, we move our front foot and our rear foot, making sure we get the timing correct. 1, 2. Practicing to very quickly move into our opponent's space or move out of our opponent's space and then back in. So this can be practiced in a very small area, practicing your very explosive, very short steps, which will be used in combat, your backwards and forwards action, moving your pelvis, which is your center of gravity, and the center of your body, practicing to keep your alignment, allowing greater speed. So we move our rear foot, 1, pushing off our front foot, 1, 2. We step back, moving our front foot, pushing off our rear foot, 1, 2, stepping forward, gripping the floor, making sure not to lose control of our pelvis as we step. So these are some of the things that you can practice in a very short area. The southern systems, southern praying mantis particularly, is adept at moving in a very small area and shorthand combat. So this is useful if you have limited space. In our next video we're going to cover Sambo Yuku, which is the second form of the southern praying mantis system, Chow Gar. We will cover this in depth, showing the intricacies of rib movement, arm position and such. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.